Thank you, everyone.
In the event of a national power outage, our infrastructure will be severely impacted. There'll be failures across all utilities, water and sewage, telecoms, gas, public services and businesses. The internet, your mobile phone and 999 emergency service calls will not function. Within your home, running water fails. You won't be able to flush your toilet or take a bath or shower. You'll have no lighting or heating and will be unable to cook. Food will spoil as fridges and freezers defrost. People may be trapped in buildings or underground and require rescue. Electric doors, lifts and transport systems will be out of service, including tubes and trains. Public transport systems will grind to a halt and may take weeks to return to business as usual. Commuters may be stranded and require shelter. Lighting and traffic signal failures will cause dangerous driving conditions. Petrol station forecourts will close and fuel reserves will run out as supply chains are affected. Food distribution will be disrupted and shops will be unable to open. The financial sector will grind to a halt. Payments won't be made or accepted. Banks will close and cash machines will not work. Hospitals will only be able to provide critical care. Supplies of blood, transplants and medicine will be affected. There'll be an increased pressure on hospitals as an influx of patients arrive from care. Able to cook.
Thank you, everyone.
Shalom, shalom. YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, Barakatha, Salakia. I don't know why the phone keep doing that, but I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who taught us his truth, the truth, and sincerity. I want to say, call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. And real quick, I want to touch on this video that you see on the screen. It's the title of it is what happened. Let me see. It says short video from the UK explaining what would happen in the event of a national power outage. And if you've been paying attention, they've been talking about how these people, are running out of fuel, they're running out of coal, they're running out of these things to keep the power going. So they're saying there's going to be rolling blackouts this winter. And in the UK, they're telling the people to prepare. Okay, they're telling them what can happen, what to expect in this time. Okay, and this is why the Lord sent his prophets out to warn the people, because this is not just happening in the UK, this is happening all over the world. America sent out a warning saying that there's going to be rolling blackouts too. A wheat shortage, inflation, prices just going up. You got people in Britain saying that they're going to not pay their electric bills. Over 70,000 people saying they're not going to pay their electric bills. Going on a strike, which is going to cause more problems, man. Okay, further destroying this place, further leading this place to its ultimate destruction, man. And all praise to the Most High, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, because this place, obviously is out of, it's completely on a path of destruction. And this is why we're out here to warn the people, you so-called black, Hispanics, Native Indians, who are the true biblical Hebrews as according to the Bible. We're here to warn you of what's to come. Okay, it's about to get nasty out here. Now I'm gonna play a little clip of this back actually. Come on, I don't know what that is, man. I'm on a Salaki. This is a Telegram. It's called Freedom Fighters on Telegram. It's like a chat with a bunch of people on there that pretty much the conspiracy. It's a chat for them, and they post a lot of stuff on here, man. It's a bunch of Edomites, then it's a bunch of Jake as well, but they post a lot of stuff on here, edifying stuff. You know, and it's not one time where I open this, thing up and don't have, 10 videos to do on the spot right there. So let's watch just a little bit of this.
In the event of a national power outage, our infrastructure will be severely impacted. There'll be failures across all utilities: water and sewage, telecoms, gas, public services, and businesses.
Mm.
The internet, your mobile phone, and 999 emergency service calls will not function.
So everything as you know it, life as you know it, is about to change drastically, man. A lot of people are going to die in this time. Okay, they said that, no electricity, no water, no 999, which is, over here is 911. Okay, all these things are going to be shut down. Okay, and it gets worse.
Within your home, running water fails. You won't be able to flush your toilet or take a bath or shower.
Mm.
You'll have no lighting or heating and will be unable to cook. Food will spoil as fridges and freezers defrost. People may be trapped in buildings or underground and require rescue. Electric doors, lifts, and transport systems will be out of service, including tubes and trains. Public transport systems will grind to a halt and may take weeks to return to business as usual. Commuters may be stranded and require shelter. Lighting and traffic signal failures will cause dangerous driving conditions. Petrol station forecourts will close and fuel reserves will run out as supply chains are affected.
Mm.
Food distribution will be disrupted and shops will be unable to open. The financial sector will grind to a halt. Payments will be made or accepted.
Mm.
Banks will close and cash machines will not work.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, man? Okay, we're coming into some very, 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 very scary times. It says 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 22. It says, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty." And in the event of such, uh, situations, people are going to, raid these stores. They're going to storm these stores, man. It's going to be, nothing left. It's going to be some complete total hell out here. They said the fuel's going to go out. Okay, so everything that you was usually able to go, freely get, you're not going to be able to get it anymore all of a sudden. It says, "And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid." And that sound is going to be like, in every city they have like a siren, warning sirens or whatever. You usually hear them, when there's a missile, that's been, shot off and that's impending a city. It showed you an example of over there in Hawaii. They had a false flag alert for it. A missile launch. They said that Hawaii was about to get hit with a missile. It was a false flag, but a siren went off, and then everybody in the city started running. And, you saw videos of people running to shelter, screaming, losing their minds like chickens with their heads cut off. So it says, "When the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid." Everybody's going to be afraid. Everybody's going to lose their mind, man. And we coming into this time where it's going to be detrimental out here. It's going to be very, 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 very scarce. Everything is going to be scarce, and it's going to be very violent. It says, "At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs and the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run." So people are going to be fighting against each other. Friends shall fight against each other like enemies. This world as you know it is about to change drastically. Life as you know it is never going to be the same again. It says, "And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein." The whole earth is going to be afraid, and the whole earth is going to stand still. It's going to be a global thing. That's why they want to bring in a new world order. It says, "The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run." So if the lights get shut off, okay, if the electricity gets shut off from a blackout, that shuts the water off too. Okay, they told you ain't gonna be able to flush your toilet. You ain't gonna be able to, take a shower. It was a video of a woman. I want to do a video on it. I saw from the Elder Gabar from GMS Hawaii actually, about a woman talking about, she can't wait for all hell to break loose, World War III to start. She don't have to pay no bills. But you don't even realize that, you ain't gonna be able to wash your ass. The things you take for granted now, you're gonna be begging for in that day. You're gonna be wishing you can go back to paying bills, man. You're gonna be wishing you can go back to paying bills. You can wish you can go back to your comfortable bed, your internet, all these things that people take for granted nowadays. When this is all shut down, it's gonna be a dog eat dog world. And if you don't have YAHAWASHI on your side, you're going to be destroyed. Okay, you're going to be ate up. You're not going to make it. This is 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 25. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. So we're going to see the salvation of our Lord and the end of this world, man. Whoever remains, whoever scripture says, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. So we have to get through all this, man. Okay, ain't no rapture coming. Ain't no 7 years of tribulation. You gonna get raptured up before the 7 years of tribulation? No, the time of tribulation is coming. Okay, and it's gonna be a time like never before, man. Okay, and we all gonna be in it, man. Unless you're already dead. Which means, which obviously will not be a good thing in that time because you didn't endure into the end. Now certain brothers gonna be martyrs for this truth. But I'm talking about people that go out, guns blazing, trying to be, rent the next Rambo, like these, gun-toting Israelites I heard, some of these camps. Hey, man, you gonna find out the hard way that right there is just a trap, man. Okay, and it's all a facade. Those jakes don't really know what they're doing with them guns. And when all hell breaks loose, they're gonna drop them and run and scream. It's about to get very, very uncomfortable out here. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, which means, bad times, evils, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. We're coming into a time like never before. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, man. So the Lord is shortening these days for the elect's sake, man. Okay, because it's going to get that bad out here. Every day is going to feel like a fucking year. Okay, just trying to get through the day, man. You know how you having a bad time, or you at work and feel like time just going slow. They say time flies when you're having fun. How about when you're not having fun? How about when you're being tortured? How about when you're being hunted? How about when you're stunk, when you're hungry, you're starving? Every second and every minute feels longer. So how much more when all hell is breaking loose out here? You people, have no idea. You have no idea what's coming. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 31. It says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. So though we use this world, man, we don't abuse it. We're not caught up all up in this society, trying to be the best American we can be. Trying to get the top position at our jobs. We focus on serving the Lord, man. We focus on doing the will of YAHAWASHI. Why? Because the Lord said the fashion of this world shall pass away. So everything that we know here, that we see here, this lifestyle, this society, as we know it, is about to pass away. It's about to crumble. It's about to fall. Economic collapse is coming. And if you got the UK talking about it, trust me, America is not too far off. Okay, America is not too far off, man. So things about to get very, very worse. Very much so worse, man. Very uncomfortable. And if the Lord, YAHAWASHI, is not on your side, you're not going to make it, man. Okay, you're not going to make it. That's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. We got to tell it like it is. The Lord tells us out here to warn the people of what's to come, and this is a part of it, man. You got guys, just Jake all over the place, man. You don't know what's going on, okay? But we know what's going on. The Lord has opened our minds, okay, to these times that we're coming into. So it's going to be no surprise to us, but to the rest of the world, they're going to be, taken by a storm. They're going to be taken by the storm. Scripture says how, and over there in England, you got, those Edomites. All right, 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So, this world that we see as we know it, this is Esau's world. This is his society, and it's ending. But our world comes after this, man. Okay, our kingdom is going to be It's gonna come after this. Okay, that's the truth of the matter, and that's where our whole heart's desire and mind is at, is serving YAHAWASHI. So Lord willing, we can be saved from this time that's coming. Okay, because it's about to get very, very uncomfortable, man. Okay, it's about to get very, very uncomfortable, and without YAHAWASHI, you're gonna be in a world of fucking pain, a world of pain, man. Let's see, this is Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the times diligently in itself, and see thou, and when thou seest part of these signs pass, which I have told thee before, what's part of these signs, man. The wars or the rumors of wars, these earthquakes in diverse places, it goes on and on, man. The pestilences, all these things, the famines, this is all on the horizon. This is all everybody's talking about. Inflation, that charagma. This is all on the horizon, man. Okay? So we coming into a time of great death and destruction. And you ain't on YAHAWASHI's good side, you're about to be caught up in this whirlwind, man. Okay? And the Lord said to measure thou the times diligently. Meaning when you see these things coming to pass, you gotta understand, ain't no more, there's not much time left here, man. You don't have 10 years in America left. You don't have 5 years in America left. You'll be lucky if you have a couple months here in America left, man. The supply chain is broken. Food is scarce. Water is running low. Gas is fake. Okay. They diluting the gas, man. Okay. So, hey, all these things about to crash. One day, all this shit's about to crash. You got, truckers been laid off. Truckers not getting jobs. So there's no truckers. They say after the trucks go down, the store has about 3 days of food, which is gonna be 3 hours in a time of panic, man. Okay, so he's answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So the Lord's going to be visiting to this world, man. And he's coming to bring death and destruction upon this place. He's coming to bring, plagues upon this place, man. And it says, therefore, when thou shalt be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people, you got uproars of the people all over the world. You got people protesting about this the nations are angry, man. It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the beginning, from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So this was already declared from the beginning, man. This is already supposed to happen and already predestined and set in place from the beginning. The Lord already had it set in stone where prophecy was going to line. The stars are going to line, and prophecy was going to be fulfilled. Okay, and this is a part of that. Okay, so the Lord said, measure thou the times diligently, man. Know what time you're in. This ain't the time to be trying to start a career. This ain't the time to be trying to find a wife. This ain't the time to be trying to, be a rapper. A Hebrew Israelite rapper. This is the time to be trying to get as close as you can to YAHAWASHI, and and being as humble as you can. The Lord said that the meek shall inherit the earth, man, not the proud. Not the proud, man. We ain't got no reason to be bragging and boasting. If you're gonna brag and boast in the names of YAHAWASHI. With that being said, I'm gonna say Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Abab, Abal. I pray that's what's edifying to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. And yeah, man. On to the next one.
Food distribution will be disrupted and shops will be unable to open. The financial sector will grind to a halt. Payments will be made or accepted. Banks will close and cash machines will not work. Hospitals will only be able to provide critical care. Supplies of blood, transplants and medicine will be affected. There'll be an increased pressure on hospitals as an influx of patients arrive in care homes and the community.
Would you be prepared? Only you can be prepared is through the spirit of YAHAWASHI. Without YAHAWASHI, you will not be prepared. Shalom.